Hi, on this lesson, I will explain why we should configure authentication for routing infrastructure. You are a network administrator and you configure OSPF routing protocol on your routers. A hacker can send spoof routing messages to the routers to redirect traffic, to create routing loops, or to be monitored on an insecure link, or to discard it. You can mitigate against routing protocol attacks by configuring OSPF authentication. OSPF supports routing protocol authentication using MD5 and SSA. To enable OSPF MD5 authentication globally, we have two steps. The first step, enable OSPF MD5 authentication globally. We use two commands. The first command is IP OSPF message digits key. You enter the key MD5 and then enter the password on interface configuration mode. The second command is area, enter area ID, authentication message digits on router configuration mode. Step 2, verify configuration. We use show IP OSPF interface. Note, this method forces authentication on all OSPF enabled interfaces. MD5 is now considered vulnerable to attacks and should be used when stronger authentication is not available. The administrator should use SSA authentication as long as all of the router operating systems support OSPF SSA authentication. There are three steps to configure OSPF SSA routing protocol authentication. Step 1. Specify an authentication keychain in global configuration mode. Step 2. Assign the authentication key to design interface. Step 3. Verify configuration. Now we open the package tracer file. Configure Cisco routers for syslog, NTP, and SSH operations. The first part is configure OSPF MD5 authentication. Part 1. Configure OSPF MD5 authentication. Step 1. Test connectivity. All devices should be pinged on other IP address. Step 2. Configure OSPF MD5 authentication for all the routers in Area 0. Step 3. Configure the MD5 key for all the routers in Area 0. Step 4. Verify configuration. Verify the MD5 authentication configurations using the command show IP OSPF interface. Verify end-to-end connectivity.